Hi, it's Andy. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about Semperfli's amazing Nano Silk fly tying thread. It comes in 100 denier, 50 denier and 30 denier. That's an 18-0 fly tying thread. And that can be used for flies as small as size 18 through to 32. I can't even tie them on my hook that size, but there's loads of people using very, very small flies. Nano 18-0 or 30 denier is as thin as materials like the Danville spider web, but that has a 5-ounce breaking strain, and you know how frustrating it is. You start tying around your hook and bang, your thread breaks. Well, Nano Silk's in the 30 denier got a breaking strain of almost 40 ounces, that's 1.1 kilos. It really is an amazing thread. Indeed, because of its special makeup, Nano Silk 30 denier is as strong as many other GSPs on the market from other suppliers in their 100 denier size. So it's comparable in strength to materials almost 4 times its thickness. First thing we'll do is look at Nano Silk's strength. Here we have a standard tying thread. You'll all be used to one of the common problems I had when I first started flying. Of course, you're tying away and the thread simply snaps. And you'll see I don't have to exert much pressure, and this is a good quality 8-0 thread. I've used it a lot over the years, but it is a standard thread. Strength of Nano Silk is quite unbelievable. What we'll do is we'll simply wrap it around my finger here and we'll pull, and hopefully you can see there, this is a seriously strong thread. You can see that in fact the blood supply is starting to go in my finger, and it's turned a funny colour. Indeed, if I keep pulling, that's more likely to cut my finger than it is to do anything else. So we do call it virtually unbreakable. Well, for this little experiment, we've put our glasses on, mainly for safety. We're going to use a straightforward pack of hooks just to show Nano Silk's extraordinary strength. In this case, we're going to use a Mustad size 4 hook. So this is a wet fly hook. Obviously, this is a fairly big chunk of metal that we're dealing with. And what we can do now is take our hook and simply bend it. Now, try that with any other tying thread. And hopefully there you can see our hook is in a real mess. And that is with a thread about a 50th the diameter of the steel. So it gives you an idea of just how extreme the strength of this material is. We actually did it with size 8 hooks from a very reputable manufacturer, and it actually snapped the hooks. This is incredibly strong. So here we are, just with a very, very thin Nano Silk. As I say, we are dealing with simply the 50-0 thread, the 50 denier. So what we'll do is wrap this around the hook, and you can see that really is flaring out. So let's have a look at the fly tying tools that I'll use when I'm typically using Nano Silk. I usually have wax on my desk. That enables me to simply wax up my Nano Silk and stop it from slipping. Quite essentially, I have ceramic bobbin holders. You always use ceramic bobbin holders when you're using materials like Nano Silk. I will have a basic bobbin threader. Here we have a very simple bobbin threader, which I'll use to thread Nano Silk. But probably the two most important sets of tools on my desk. I won't use the scissors for cutting Nano Silk. Here's a haberdashery, it's simple hem cutter that you can get from any clothing store or haberdashery. And the thing I use is a razor blade. This is much better for cutting Nano Silk, saves you damaging an expensive pair of scissors. Finally, we have a vast range of different colours of Nano Silk. What I like to use are permanent marker pens and simply white thread. This enables me to use one thread all the time and simply change the colour of the head as I need it. So here we have a Partridge SLD fine dry size 12 hook. One of the biggest problems that fly tyers have, especially when they're just beginning, is thread build-up. So what I'd like to do is just show you how fine Nano Silk is. So there we have 63 turns of Nano Silk plus the layer we put on originally on a size 12 hook. You can see you really avoid the problems you had with build-up of flies as you had previously. And because we want to put a head on, we'll then now simply use our marker pen and we'll colour just a little bit of the Nano Silk. So I've done about 2 inches or 5 centimetres. So now I can simply put on the colour head that I want before varnishing and finishing my fly. So there we are. If I want to do a different colour, then again I simply use the marker pen of my choice, mark my Nano Silk, and tie away. So it satisfies my Yorkshire needs here, frugalism in the extreme. So there we have Nano Silk being used to avoid head build-up. Nano Silk is very unusual in that the fly tying industry normally rips off materials from other industries. We use crisp packets for buzzers, plastic bags for shellbacks, even seat belts for wings on spinners. However, because of its incredible strength and stunning range of colours, Nano Silk's been taken outside of the fly tying market, which is a little unusual. As well as being a premier fly tying thread, NASA have started to use this for a space sail known as the Sun Jammer. The Sun Jammer is half the size of an American football field. So what can we say? For us humble fly tyers, we reckon if it's good enough for a NASA project, then it's really got to be good enough to tie flies. Hope you've enjoyed the demonstrations and presentations. Nano Silk is available from good dealers and distributors worldwide. We have a channel in place with some superb partners. And if you want it, you can always just come and search for Semperfli Nano Silk through Google. You'll find us and talk to us. We can put you through to partners that have it in stock. Thanks a lot.